All right, let's be real for a second. Have you ever felt like Google Scholar is just this giant, chaotic black hole? You know, you toss your search query in, and it just spits back a million irrelevant papers. Well, you are in exactly the right place. In the next few minutes, we're going to turn that chaos into a seriously powerful precision research tool. Let's do this.
This right here. I think we've all been there, right? That moment you're just buried under a mountain of stuff you can't use and you're ready to just give up. It's a universal feeling for anyone doing research.
So, if that sounds even a little bit familiar, stick around. We're about to walk through the exact hacks that will take your search from a frustrating mess and turn it into a clear, super efficient process.
All right, first up, let's talk about escaping that search void. Our mission here is to give you a strategy, a real game plan, so you can navigate that vast sea of academic papers with total confidence. Okay, so here's the deal. This is the problem everyone faces. You type in what you're looking for, but what comes back is, well, everything except what you need. The trick isn't to search harder, it's to search smarter. And that, my friends, starts with knowing who to look for.
So that brings us to our first real hack. How do you actually find the key players in a field? You know, the experts, the people who wrote the foundational papers. Let's dive in.
Let's make this real. Imagine a researcher. We'll call her Dr. Vasquez. She's working in material science, and she was stuck. Her search term, nanoparticles and energy storage, was decent, but the results were just way too broad. She needed a way to find the leading voices.
And this, my friends, is the magic wand, the author operator. It's so simple, but it is incredibly powerful. It's basically like telling Google Scholar, hey, stop showing me random papers about this. I want to see papers written by this specific expert.
And just look at the difference here. Dr. Vasquez went from that super generic, broad search to something highly targeted. The second she found one key researcher in her field, we'll call him Smith, she could use this little operator to instantly pull up everything he's ever written on nanoparticles.
And the payoff? Oh, it was huge. A total game changer for her. By focusing on the key authors, she didn't just find articles, she found entire research networks. She saw who was collaborating with whom, and that led directly to her getting her own first co-authored paper. That's the power of precision.
Okay, so finding the right person is huge. But what about finding the right time? Our next hack is all about making sure your sources are from the exact period you need them to be.
Which brings us to Mark. He's a history scholar, and his problem wasn't about the who, it was all about the when. He was looking at recent climate policy, so any paper from before 2010 was just clutter. He needed a way to just chop off the past.
Now sure, you could go click through all those filters on the sidebar, but who has time for that? There's a much faster way. It's the since operator. You just type it right into the search bar and boom, it's like an instant time machine for your results.
I mean, just think about how much time that saves. By just tacking on since 2015 to his search, Mark wiped out all the irrelevant older stuff. He said it literally cut his literature review time in half. That is not a small thing.
Okay, so we've got the who, we've got the when. Now how do we find the what? You know, those absolute blockbuster papers, the ones that everybody in the field is talking about and citing.
This is exactly what Sophia was up against. She was writing a big grant proposal, and to make it convincing, she had to prove her idea was built on the most important, foundational research out there. She couldn't afford to miss anything.
And the secret is hiding in plain sight. It's that little cited by link underneath every search result. Seriously, this thing is your new best friend. It lets you time travel forward. You click it and you see every single paper that has referenced that original work. It's like tracing the DNA of an idea through time.
So by following that breadcrumb trail of citations, Sophia had struck gold. She found this super influential study that she'd completely missed before. It became the absolute cornerstone of her proposal, and she got the grant. It all started with one click.
Okay, you ready to level up? Now we're going to talk about combining terms to filter out all the noise and get truly surgical with our searches.
Let me introduce you to Raj. His problem was a little more complex. He was researching the ethics of AI, but his results kept getting flooded with stuff about military drones and autonomous weapons, things he specifically did not want. And check this out. The difference is night and day. On the left, a simple search gives you, well, a mess. But on the right, that's surgical precision. See how he uses parentheses to group synonyms like AI or artificial intelligence?
Then he links concepts with and then the killer move, uses the minus sign to get rid of anything that mentions the word military. It's beautiful.
And the result of doing this? I mean, this isn't a small improvement. We're talking about cutting out up to 90% of the junk. 90%. Just think about the time you'd save.
And for Raj, this wasn't just about saving time. This skill elevated the quality of his work so much that it literally got him noticed. He started getting invited to speak at major conferences. His search skills put him on the map.
Whew, okay, we have covered a ton. Let's pull this all together into your new research superpower, your personal toolkit for mastering Google Scholar. So here it is, your cheat sheet. Screenshot this, write it on a sticky note, whatever you need to do. From finding authors, to searching only in titles with intitle, to getting precise with quotes and filtering with the hyphen. You master these, and you will have a research superpower, no doubt about it.
All right, so there you have it. You've got the keys to the kingdom now. You are no longer just hoping the algorithm gives you what you need. You have the tools to go out and find it with speed and with precision. So the only question left is, what are you going to discover first?